Dear Miss Loung, life is dreary. I dropped out of school a couple months ago. I observed nothing from it any longer. It was too plain and boring. But that hasn't completely ruined everything. I had finished the idea, but I have never done anything more than theorize. It is a plan solely because every other significant feature of my life has disappeared. Even still, I harbor this feeling of greatness somehow, something I must be achieve. I have not heard from Mother in some time now, yet I feel obliged to care. Everything is just so plain now. The world spins around me and I am unable to control anything. I have the ability to do something, I do, but I have not found that inspiration yet. I feel no need to live in this world anymore, yet I lack the courage to commit suicide. Maybe it is braver to live, because the extraordinary people are those that are still alive. Yes, I must live to do something great, like Napoleon. Dear Raskolnikov, how can life be dreary? Every day is a new adventure. I have so much to look forward to in my life. I am blessed with a loving family. I really look up to my dad, for he is the wisest person that I know. You need to trust in your family. I don't know how you can handle being alone. I cannot deal with that. Do not contemplate suicide either. I do not know why someone would ever want to commit suicide. I am only a child, and the idea is too complex for me. If being extraordinary makes you a Napoleon, I think I would rather like to be an ordinary citizen instead. My dad tells me that no one superior is good anyways. They all have something to hide. Do what I do and live life. My dad tells me there is a lot to look forward to in life. Dear Miss Loung, I read your letter. I see that you are still only a kid. Perhaps that is why you don't understand the concept of extraordinary. Today I have something extraordinary done. I have a law broken and murdered deserving louse today. This louse pushed me and many others to ends, and she was punished for it. What's great about it is that no one knows I murdered it. Even if I tell them I did it, they wouldn't believe me. In their eyes, I am extraordinary. However, there is something wrong. A feeling is building inside of me, and it is knocking me out of reality. Even worse, my stupid sister is marrying a worthless lawyer to try and help me out. I don't need help. I'm not blind to this fact. I'm not a louse. I will not let her do that. Dear Raskolnikov, 8 months ago, Cambodia fell to the Khmer Rouge. Now my family is forced to run away to avoid being hunted down by the government and killed. My father knows what he is doing. He knows where and how to hide us. However, in one fell swoop, I lost everything. My home, my friends, my country. I'm starting to lose myself, and I don't know what to do about it. Nonetheless, I still have my family. They are still with me. As for my understanding of your theory, I am still just a kid. However, what gives extraordinary people the ability to murder? Pot Pol and Khmer Rouge are extraordinary, aren't they? They invade my homeland and destroy my country. They kill numerous people. They are not extraordinary, they are murderers. There is a flaw in your idea. People who share your belief do horrible things. My dad tells me that these people will be punished one day, and for your murder, you will be punished. Dear Miss Loung, I don't know how to get rid of this feeling. It ties me down and stops me. Is this the punishment you are talking about? This feeling forced me to confess to a poor girl named Sonia. I was torturing her. I tell her because she, like me, has something to hide. We are hiding our deepest secrets. She knows and I know it. She will never tell on me. However, she tells me to confess. She believes this will relieve my suffering. Will it really? I stand on this bridge where I saw somebody commit suicide. I look at it and I get the feeling that something is calling me. It is my inner conscience. I stare at it for a long time and here's the environment around me. That time was coming like you said it will. The time is coming and I can no longer stand here still like nothing has ever happened. Extraordinary. That was all a joke. It's time I confess.
Dear Mr. Raskolnikov, I understand how you committed murder. It wasn't over an idea. It was because you wanted revenge. That was all I wanted for a while. Khmer Rouge killed my family one by one. First was my older sister, then my pa, and my ma. I was brought to a training camp where I shot at targets. I saw those targets as the Khmer Rouge. That was how I got myself to start shooting. I wanted to get revenge. It engulfed me. However, when the Khmer Rouge fell, I realized the error behind what I was doing. I was following your idea of trying to be extraordinary. I wanted to change, but change through revenge. However, your idea, as I learned in the last 3 years, is totally wrong. Your idea states that the weak will die and that the strong will live. If that was the case, then I guess some extraordinary people will go throughout life without ever being wrong. However, that was not the case. I was a ruthless killer for a while and I was filled with hatred, but that hatred has died out. How did I do it? The more I told people about my stories, and the more I shared with them my horrors, the more I started to heal. In a way, I was confessing just as you may have already done so. By the way, your theory is completely wrong, and the fact that I am alive proves it. I'm ordinary, and I'm weak, and I will live to share my story.
Dear Miss Loung, I understand now. Today I realized something new. I discovered a new life. Sonia, she has changed me. I can't let her down. Living in this prison has made me understand and value life. In 8 years I will be out, and I hope to meet you. Perhaps we can talk at the riverbank, as I did with Sonia.
Dear Mr. Raskolnikov, I am glad to hear you understand. Your story fills me with hope and inspiration. I met with Cho, my sister, who endured and survived the Khmer Rouge with me. I hugged and cried, and there was an instant connection. I also sat by a river, and that was where the insight of the stupidity of revenge and hatred found me. That has changed me. I would like us to meet, and on a riverbank.